there lived a boy named Leo. He did not have a mother or a father. He was an orphan, a small shadow moving through the cobblestone streets. The other children had homes with warm fires and parents who tucked them into bed at night. Leo had only the cold corner of an old abandoned stable. He watched the families from a distance, a deep ache in his heart. He longed for a hand to hold, a kind word, a place where he truly belonged. But the villagers saw him as a stray, a reminder of things they did not want to think about. The villagers spoke in hushed, unkind whispers whenever he passed. They would say he was bad luck, a weed growing where it was not wanted. Their words were like small, sharp stones thrown at his spirit. He would try to smile, to offer help, but they would turn their backs on him. The baker would shoo him away from the warm smell of bread. The blacksmith would scowl if he came too close to the forge's heat. Leo learned to live in the margins, to make himself small and invisible. He found comfort in the quiet company of the stars at night, a silent audience to his lonely existence. One day, Leo found a small injured bird with a broken wing. He gently cupped it in his hands and carried it back to his stable. He used a piece of his own worn shirt to make a tiny bandage. He shared his meager crusts of bread with the little creature. For a few days, he was not entirely alone. He had someone to care for, a small life that depended on him. This small act of kindness was a secret he kept close to his heart. It was a flicker of warmth in his otherwise cold and solitary world, a testament to the goodness that lived within him despite the cruelty he faced. But the world of the village was a world without room for him. The children would taunt him, calling him Orphan Leo and Leo the Ghost. They would throw pebbles at him as he tried to find scraps of food near the market. He never retaliated, never threw a stone back. He would simply retreat into the shadows, his heart heavy with a sadness too big for such a small boy. He dreamed of a day when people would see him, not the label they had given him. He dreamed of a world where kindness was not a rare treasure, but as common as the air they all breathed. The village harvest had been poor that year, and the people needed someone to blame for their misfortune. Their eyes fell on Leo, the outsider, the boy who belonged to no one. They decided he was the cause of their troubles. One evening, a group of village elders, their faces hard and unforgiving, came to his stable. They did not speak with gentleness. They told him he was no longer welcome. They said he had to leave and never return. Their voices were final, like the slamming of a heavy door. With nothing but the tattered clothes on his back and a heart full of sorrow, Leo walked away from the only home he had ever known. The road stretched before him, a long and dusty ribbon, leading to an unknown world. He looked back one last time at the village lights, small and distant, and then he